Let's check to see if she has the proper personal protective equipment on, such as purple utility gloves, gown, goggles, mask, closed-toed shoes, hair is pulled back, and no jewelry. Now put instruments back in cassette and rewrap loosely in blue paper. Next, we take cassette to sterilization and unwrap at the CMA dishwasher. First, insert the overflow plug in the seat inside the wash tank. Load the cassette in the rack. Close the washer door. Turn on the washer by pressing the on-off push buttons. Listen for sound, then press start. When the cycle is complete, open the door and remove the cassettes. Next, take your cassette to the sink to dry off with a towel. After cassette is dry, remove your utility gloves and place on exam gloves. Now you can take cassette and wrap it in blue paper using autoclave tape. No portion of the cassette should be visible. She should also label the cassette to contents, date, and her initials. Next, the cassette should be placed in the autoclave. The cassette should be loaded loosely in autoclave trays in the preparation for sterilization. Once loaded, turn on power control and choose PAX setting. Next, check the water level in reservoir. Fluid should be approximately 1 inch from the drain tube opening. Add distilled water if needed. Now you close and fasten door. Press start button. To drain water, open autoclave. Pull the hose down. And let the water drain into the bucket. Load Statim cassette loosely, do not overload. Close cassette lid until you hear a slight snap. Hold the cassette handle in one hand and carry handle in the other. Place the end of the cassette into the unit and drop the carry handle into the closed position. Gently push the cassette until you hear a click. Check water reservoir for adequate level distilled water. Select the appropriate cycle, wrapped or unwrapped. Press start. The sterilizing cycle ends when the reminder tone sounds, the amber light flashes, and the message "Cycle complete" is displayed. To drain the water from the statum, put the bucket under the hose and pull the orange plug, and this will let the water drain into the bucket. Turn the Lisa on and open the door. Load packs and bags loosely onto shelves inside chamber. Fill water reservoir until beep sound indicates full. Close door and follow touchscreen prompts to select a cycle. For instruments and handpieces, select the higher temperature cycle. Continue with prompts to start the cycle. When the cycle is ended, use the touchscreen to release the door and put the machine on standby. Allow the contents to cool slightly before putting away. To drain the water, put the drainage hose in the Lisa. And place the other end in the bucket. Last, we will talk about spore testing. This task should be done weekly on each sterilizer used. Use a spore capsule to test each sterilizer. Label one capsule for each sterilizer. Place the capsule in a small sterilization bag, seal, and place in the appropriate sterilizer. Its cycle, wait for it to cool for 10 minutes and then crush the middle of the capsule. In the incubator. We also need to add a capsule that has not been run through a sterilizer. This is to be labeled control, and recommend is to be crushed before putting it into the incubator. Do this at the time you add the first capsule after it has come out of the sterilizer. The spore test should be read at 24 hours. To read the spore test, the control should turn yellow color. This means that it is positive. The capsules that have been run through the sterilizer should not turn yellow. They should be purple or brownish in color, indicating a negative test result. Make sure the information is recorded on the log sheet at the end of this section. Remember to check each capsule after 24 hours. If a positive result is indicated on a capsule that has been run through one of the sterilizers, tell the department chair as soon as the result has been read. At the end of 24 hours and after all information has been recorded appropriately, the following sterilization of the control capsule, all capsules may be disposed of in a Sharps container. At the end of the clinic session, turn the on-off push button. Remove the overflow plug. Push rack in and close the washer door. Press the drain pump push button until all the water has completely emptied from the wash tank.